why making your own music matters. What's up, fam? It's your boy Demuir here, purveyor of all sounds underground. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel today, where I'll be discussing the topic of why making your own music matters. But before we jump into the details, what I need from you is that SLC. So subscribe, like, comment, and more importantly, hit the notifications bell to stay in touch with the new videos that I have up and coming each and every week. All right, so let's jump into this one and why I wanted to create this video. The main reason why I wanted to create this video is just to send a message out to artists that are sort of feeling like they have to come up with a massive budget and hire people to finish and make their own music, while the struggle of learning to produce becomes very real to them. All I could say here is that I'm hoping this video will offer you some points of consideration and why making your own music absolutely matters. Like anything else, when you're learning it and it's new, that agitation is great, because that means that's where the growth is. And if you push through it, you'll eventually get to where you want to go. Some people want it faster than others and think IG is really the reality, but I'm here to tell you it's not. And I benefited significantly and continue to benefit from making my own beats. All right, so let's jump into it. So point number one here is just what I think is an obvious point in making your own music, is that you'll be a better artist for it. It's almost like, you know, the whole thing, if we go back to the DJing world, you know, in Ibiza, when a lot of celebrity DJs were out there doing their thing and paying other people to program their sets, and all they would do is press play and sit back and watch the pre-programmed set and pretend like they're, you know, turning knobs, etc. The reason why I bring that up is when people find out, oh, you're not really playing, or nor did you program your own music, it just kind of feels like a real cop-out of sorts. And I could tell you that actually playing, selecting your music, knowing how to create a feeling on the dance floor, has helped me significantly as a producer, to understand how to arrange my music better, to do certain things at certain moments in my music so that the songs get played more. So overall, when you're making your own stuff, it's much more honest, it's much more compelling. People can buy into that energy, and it makes you a better all-around artist at the end of the day. And point number two, another one that I think is quite obvious, but it seems to be falling on the wayside quite a bit, which is people respect integrity. You know, people respect people who actually go out and perform their tunes and say, yeah, that is definitely my music, and they definitely had input in the structure of the song. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's that bad if you are extremely busy or don't know certain technical things to partner up with another engineer or another producer to help finalize your ideas, because at the end of the day, the nucleus of the idea came from you. Whether it's an 8-bar or 16-bar loop, and you just say, okay, here, finish it off for me, and then you're providing additional feedback to say, change this, move this around, because you are still learning the technical wherewithal to get there. I am totally cool with that, but there's just some people who don't do anything and pay someone to do their music and try and pass it off as their own, and actually believe that this is a normal and cool thing. And I just think it's absolutely absurd, especially if you're just starting out. Later on, and I disagree with this wholeheartedly. I don't care how busy you are, you know, you can't get to making beats or whatever, and you know how to produce, but you're just too lazy to do anything. Well, that's your choice. And I know it's a common practice out there today. It's just not for me. I'm just saying, if you're new and up and coming and feel pressured that you gotta pay someone to make your music for you or get a ghost producer, you don't necessarily have to do that, and you'll be better respected overall. And point number three sort of falls out of the first 2 points, but without feeling like I'm stating the obvious again, there is a significant cost to this when you decide, hey, I can't make my own music. There's different levels, of course. You could get someone that sort of knows their way around Logic or Ableton or, Serato Studio or whatever DAW that's out there. But you'll get what you pay for at the end of the day. And if you really want to get quality music, like different sites like Fiverr, you could see the different range of producers offering their services to ghost produce for anyone, for that matter, and sound like whoever, but it starts to add up. So if you start to think about this, if you really want to release like 2 or 3 quality EPs, and you want to make sure the songs are hitting off and getting supported in the clubs, again, because you didn't make this music, you're going to have to pay someone to deliver the results that you think everybody wants to buy into. And what's even worse about this is if you pay into it and the record does nothing, no one even knows that it's around, and you've now lost thousands upon thousands of dollars to that. So just to watch out for you, it does add up and becomes rather costly. And while we're on the point of cost, to me, it would just make sense that you use those funds to invest in yourself. And I'm not trying to big up my own courses or my own one-on-one stuff that I provide. There's a ton of people that do this. I'm just saying, find what's right for you and invest in that so you can benefit for yourself overall. And point number 4 is to avoid regret. So whenever you get into these relationships where you're paying someone to make your music and trying to pass it off as your own, most of the time you don't own that music, depending on who you're dealing with. It's even worse if you sign to a label, a big label, that says, we are willing to budget this for you because we think you got the look to be this incredible DJ and producer. Don't worry, we'll pay for the ghost producers for you. It's just adding to the liability side of your bookkeeping. And really, overall, you've learned nothing. You haven't produced any real music. And on top of that, you don't even own it, depending on how the deal is constructed, of course. So avoiding that level of regret, I think, is crucial, and another reason why you should just get into focusing in on yourself and investing in yourself and finishing your own music. And point number 5, I sort of touched on this earlier. I think there's nothing wrong with partnering with someone to get you to a place that makes sense, provided that you're contributing. There's a lot of people with expertise out there, especially mixing and mastering engineers, that are very happy to lend new and upcoming DJs and producers knowledge to add to their toolbox and skill set that helps them eventually to be able to produce music on their own. Great sounding music at that. I see nothing wrong with that, and there's tons of great people out there that are willing to do that. I think what happens sometimes in these relationships, and what I want to encourage for you or any new and upcoming DJs and producers, is just to simply stick through it. Don't fall victim to, this is too frustrating, I'll just pay off so-and-so to finish it off, and they're cool with me owning the music. But they wouldn't put as much intensity and passion into it had you been the one that just stuck through it and got it done. And you will meet moments of, how should I say, like moments of disappointment and frustration. But I would say overall, it's just worth it to just stick through it, push through it, and get it done. You'll achieve a lot of satisfaction by completing your own music. But in the interim, if you need to partner up with someone to get you over the hump or help you learn certain skill sets that help you not only to finish music, but to learn how it's done, I say go for it. It's a lot better than paying someone who doesn't care about you and your music that you might not even own when it's all said and done. So partner up with someone. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on why making your own music matters. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I usually join a conversation within 48 hours of posting these videos. And if you want more comprehensive content like this, you can definitely join my Patreon at the tier that you like. There's a lot of promo music that's available. I give unreleased tracks out on the platform as well, just in show of appreciation for people who subscribe. And I also have a weekly production stream where it's literally like sitting in the studio with me, watching me put together music sketches, or mixing down or preparing pre-masters before they go off to get mastered. So check it out. Or you can join our Discord community, absolutely free, with over 430 plus members, and it's continuing to grow. Lots of great like-minded people on the platform, all committed to helping each other out. Much love and respect to you. Peace.